back at it. Got a Texas quarter. Gonna make this one a size 8. Something interesting I figured out with size 8 this weekend is I used to stretch these all the way where the gap right here between the ring and the stretcher was closed up. And it actually looks a little better if I leave it kind of flared out a little more. Let me show you. We'll go reduce it, and it's going to look really nice. See how nice and straight that is? Usually when I get them this small, they start curving. But if I leave it a little flared, it actually gives a really great straight wall. Look at that. That was kind of surprising. And it's less work, which is cool. Are they for sale? Yeah, tap the shopping cart at the bottom of the screen. Check them out. Yeah, these are state quarter coin rings. They're made from real quarters. I've got all 50 states available and a wide variety of sizes. If you need a half or quarter size, just leave a note for me when you place your order. Also, if you don't see the state you're looking for, I do have all 50 states. I just screwed up making this listing. So if you need like Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, or South Carolina, just add a note that that's what you would prefer, and I can get it taken care of for you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Thanks for stopping by and watching me work. They have a long-lasting shine. It's really variable about like the conditions you wear it in, like what the climate's like where you live. But if they do start to tarnish, this is what I recommend. These take about 30 seconds to shine your ring up with. They're just like little disposable jewelry cloths. You can pick them up at Walmart, and they'll keep your rings looking nice and shiny. Need a DC? I've got DC. You just need to add a note when you place an order. Pick a different state and add a note. Do I do silver-proof quarters? Yes, you'll just need to go through the link on my profile to get those. They are not on the TikTok shop yet.
How's it going?
Good.
How many rings? Well, it's not very many because you keep coming back.
9. 9 today so far.
Huh?
So I've got 9 done today so far.
How many do you have to do?
Oh, 15.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I can make my guess.
I am promoting them as well, so I may get some more sales, but they're full price now, so that's good.
Okay, well, I've got some time. I've got some gas. Got like 90 miles in my tank.
Hell yeah.
Aired up my tires. So.
All right. I'll let you know if I finish.
Go live.
I am live.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Coin ring maker wife right there, guys. Everybody say hi. I'm gonna finish sizing this up. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Almost perfect. A little too big. Gotta get good at making really subtle changes. You know, it's just a little too small. Perfection. On to the next one. This one is Arizona. It's got cactuses on it. It's pretty cool. We're going to get it to size 8 as well. Thanks, Solo. Yeah, for anybody who's just joining in here, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com. Today we are making state quarter coin rings. If you'd like to check them out, you can tap the little shopping bag at the bottom of the screen. TikTok is usually pretty cool about giving people coupons, so it's always safe to check and see if you've got one. They tend to let you know on the listing itself, so check and see if anybody's got any coupons. I'm curious. And don't mind the messy workshop. I've made over 150 rings this weekend. I've been super freaking busy, so yeah, it's a bit of a mess. We'll clean up once I get caught up. Get that edge nice and smoothed out all the way around. So close. Perfection. Can I do South Carolina? Yeah, you'll just need to pick a different state and leave a note that you would prefer South Carolina. There There's a couple states that I missed. That's my bad. Yeah, I appreciate it, man, but I'm not interested. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. This one should be California. California. Size 8. Yeah. 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 It's been a rough it's been quite an educational weekend, Shannon. That's for sure. You wanna see some wacky stuff? Look at this. This is my weekend right here. It's just be freaking ridiculous. I don't know. The next time I'm gonna put these on for $15. It's probably gonna be a minute. My hands hurt. Did I ever finish them all? Or you still got more to do? So these are the final ones from launch day. So we're at the tail end of it. I've had some pretty late nights. I was up till 5 in the morning last night doing these things, and I'm still not done. So yeah, if anybody wants to get yourself a state quarter coin ring, tap a little shopping bag at the bottom of the screen. Got all 50 states available. If you need a half or quarter size or a state you don't see listed, just add a note when you place your order, and we'll get it going for you. Great job, seriously. They're worth $30. I think so. And hopefully I'll get some decent reviews out of put them on half off. Oh man. Isn't it illegal to deface currency? It's illegal to fraudulently deface currency. So that would be like changing the date on a coin, or making a penny look like a dime and trying to spend it. Any alteration that's meant to like deceive someone, that is against the law. But that's not what I do. I take coins and make them into rings. My customers know when they order from me, they're going to get a coin ring, and there's no fraud there. So, legal. What if you don't want to state? What if you'd like it to say United States of America instead? So, almost all of the state quarters have United States of America on the tail side. So if that's what you would prefer, just add a note that you want a tail side out, and I can do that for you. Can't wait till I get one. I ordered Friday. I am trying to get them out as fast as I can. Absolutely. Pinner crushers do not circumvent the law. Yeah. And also, you can still see $quarter and United States of America on the inside of the rings. Not the best at showing it, but it does say it, which is pretty cool. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you haven't checked out the product of the day yet, tap the little shopping bag at the bottom of the screen. They're state quarter coin rings. Yeah. Tap the screen if you're enjoying the live. Hit the follow button if you haven't yet. Yikes. That one went way sideways. Look at that. That's rough. Nice and straightened out. They are amazing. I will be ordering very soon. Awesome. I zoomed in a little too much here. I want to be able to get the stretcher and the reduction die. Well, this one is just not wanting to stretch very evenly. Will I make one out of a silver dollar instead? I can do that. You'll just need to go through the link on my profile. I don't have everything I make listed here on TikTok. It's very few select items. Everything else is able to be found through the link on my profile. There we go. That looks much better. No Oregon. I do have Oregon. You'll just need to pick a different state and leave a note that you would prefer Oregon. So just pick any state. Yeah, I've got Nebraska. Just tap the little shopping bag down there. And yeah, just pick any other state and then leave a note that you would prefer Oregon. Just say, Oregon, please. That's a waste of ring. Using money to make rings. I don't know, bro. People seem to like them. Same thing if you need like a half or quarter size. Just leave a note on your order. If anybody has any other questions, put them in the chat. Thanks for watching. What am I doing? I'm making quarters into rings. If you want to see what they look like when they're finished, tap the little shopping cart at the bottom of the screen. We got another order. Let's go. There's another one. Woo woo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any coin or silver coins only. These are copper clad quarters. I do have silver coin rings. You'll just need to go through the link on my profile to find them. Long time no see. Welcome back, Mustang. What do I make them out of? These are state quarters. Do they turn your fingers green? The copper ones do, because they're mostly copper. You can put clear fingernail polish on the inside if you want to prevent that, or you can get a 90% silver one through the link in my profile. Just kind of a property of copper. That's defacing currency, highly illegal federal crime. Fraudulently defacing currency is a crime, but making jewelry out of coins is not. How long does it take to make one ring? It really varies from coin to coin. Some are more stubborn than others. This one gave me a little bit of a hard time. But most people get their orders within about a week. And that's with shipping time. So I make coin rings every day here on TikTok. So most people get their orders pretty quickly, comparatively to other handmade products online, where you might have to wait, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Most of my customers get theirs within a week. What do I do with the waste? The copper, I just kind of throw away. The silver, I save in baggies, and then I've been kind of playing with melting it down. I still need some more practice with that, though. It's harder than I thought. I'm confused now. What is the process you are doing? So, all coins have this kind of raised rim or lip on the outside of them. And when you fold them into a ring, that lip is pretty uncomfortable. So what I'm doing right now is just removing that inside lip to make the ring more comfortable. Yeah, no problem. How come it looks like you're shaving on the inside? I am. That's where the lip is on the inside. It's on both sides of the coin. The one on the outside of the coin isn't really a problem, but the one on the inside can be kind of aggravating. Yo, stop. Yeah, it's on both sides. Dude, super annoying. I don't want to co-host with anybody. Go away. How do you make them not sharp? This blade cuts at kind of a curved angle. So I just cut until it's nice and smooth. You can kind of see how smooth that is now. And I actually don't even trust my eyes when I do this because it's looked done before. I actually have to feel all the way around. And if I don't feel any kind of sharp edge, that means we're done. Sounds good. Yeah, if you haven't checked out, if you need like a 6.5, just leave a note when you place your order. I can do half and quarter sizes. Is just leave a note. That's the easiest way to do it. I'm a little limited on the amount of options I can add to TikTok shop listings. So I'm trying to do the best with what I've got. But yeah, if you also don't see the state you're looking for, there's a couple that are missing. Just pick another state and leave a note that says, you know, I want Oregon or North Carolina. I think Pennsylvania is also missing. That's totally my fault. But I do have all 50 states. All right, up next is Illinois. Just ordered the penny hat. Gonna be fire. Hell yeah. Penny hats are dope. You got good taste. I see how you make the rings bigger. How do you make them smaller? I'll show you in just a second. We'll get to it. When I get paid, I'll order a ring. Hell yeah. So yeah, to get them bigger, we use the ring stretcher right here. And this one is a size 9. So to make them smaller, I use these things. These are called reduction dies. Most of them are about 17 degrees. And what I do is I place the coin in there and then apply pressure from the top. And it's kind of cone shaped. You can see it better this way. But as it pushes it down, it forces the ring to get smaller and reduces it. It's pretty cool. How does it stretch it? Okay, so the ring stretcher works like this. The handle is connected to gears, and the gears are connected to this kind of spike that's in the middle here. And the spike is wider at the bottom than it is at the top. So when you move the handle, the spike goes up, and that pushes these things outward. These are called splines, and when they go outward, they stretch the ring. It's pretty cool. So it's all leverage. Very nice. Where did I get that stretcher from? This is a Pepe Tools ring stretcher. This is kind of the higher class, higher grade ring stretcher. They go for about $750. I got it secondhand from a coin ring maker who just got fed up with it. So I got a pretty decent deal on it. He didn't even use it that much. But like out of the box, those are quite expensive. What's it like selling on TikTok Shop? Does it actually support the creator? There are definitely some issues with using TikTok Shop. They want me to ship out faster than I can, because everything I make is handmade. So I'm a little worried that some customers here on TikTok are going to expect their stuff faster than I can actually get it to them. But I still ship within a week, so it's not going to be that huge of a difference. But there's like a shop health scale. So TikTok gives you points, positive points, negative points for a lot of different factors. And I'm a little worried that the way my business is structured, it's going to kind of butt heads with how they judge the health of my TikTok shop. But so far, it's okay. This product is really the first one I've kind of dived in full-headedly, so we're rolling with it. So far, it's okay. I do prefer to sell on my own site, though. But it does seem like it's easier for you guys to order through TikTok. It seems like it's really relatively easy for you guys to find what you're looking for and make a purchase here. So I do like that. Also, do you stream anywhere else? A vertical stream is pretty weird for me. Occasionally I'll do something on YouTube, but it's mostly here on TikTok. I just have a better reach here. How about other countries? Mostly just US currency for legal reasons. Different countries have different rules about coins and what you can do with them. And I prefer to not piss off foreign nations, so I just stick with US currency for now. We like watching them be made. Well, I think it's pretty cool that I get to share that with you guys, so I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, it seems like the more people interact with my stuff, the more TikTok kind of shafts them and like makes me invisible. I've had a lot of followers recently tell me that when I go live, they don't get notified, and most of the people that show up in my lives aren't followers. They're like, they're new. So I'm glad all you new guys are here, but I think it's kind of crummy that people choose to follow me and then don't get notified when I go live and stuff like that. That doesn't seem fair. We are making quarters into rings. Hello from France. Bonjour. Where do you get one of these ring holders at? I got this from Money Maker Coin Crafting on Etsy. He's who makes it. It's really good. It's a great tool. Saves my fingers. Stretch this one out a little bit. I scroll a lot of lives, and this is the first time seeing you. Glad it popped up. Well, hit the follow button so you don't lose me. Yeah, this is definitely not the usual TikTok live, but I've decided to take TikTok live and kind of make it my own. I'm not out here putting rubber bands on watermelons or playing with puppets. I'm making jewelry real time for real customers. I think that's pretty cool. And I get to chat with like thousands of people every day. How cool is that? What made you get into making coins into rings? I saw one YouTube video of a guy making a quarter into a ring. Thought it looked like a fun like afternoon project, so I'll just get a hammer and bang on a quarter and see how it goes, and I became highly addicted and pretty much made it my professional personality. Really leaned into it, and it's paid off. And I still like doing it, so that's what's up. If you want to see my prices, you can tap the shopping cart at the bottom of the screen or the link in my TikTok profile. If you want to learn, I've got a recommended tool list on my site and tutorials on my YouTube channel, Coin Ring Maker. We got that one to size 9, yep. On to the next one, should be Arizona. Yup. How's it going, Splash? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the gifts. You have a Discord server or something like that. Might help people who follow stay up to date. I did build a Discord server, and it's still active, but it's hard to keep up with so many things. Like, it worked for me for, I don't know, about 3 months, and then it just seemed to kind of fall off. Looked up Pepe tool stretcher, and it was $4.99. Hey, it's a good deal. Last time I checked, they were like $7.50. They may offer different stretchers at different price points, though. Either way, the first ring stretcher I got was $100. It was kind of a cheap Indian one. It was blue. I called it the blue Indian ring stretcher because I could never figure out how to pronounce the brand name of it. But I definitely prefer the Pepe tool stretcher, mostly because the size of the top of this, I can fit much smaller coins on it than I could the first one. But they both work. This one's got a little nicer action on it. Do we get to choose the coin we want? If you go to the link on my profile, you can pick from a wide variety of coins. Here on TikTok Shop, I am a little limited on what I can offer. It's pretty much state quarter coin rings right now, which you can find by tapping the shopping cart. Would it be hard to make one from New York with the year 1984? It would, because they only made New York quarters for 1 year. All the state quarters were only made for 1 year, so you can't really pick the state and the year. I do have quarters from 1984 available on the link of my profile, but they are not state quarters. How can we send a specific ring to make? There's a link on my TikTok profile, a little button that says get a quote. Just tap on that, tell me a bit about the coin you'd like me to work on, and I can get back to you. Yeah, this one is pretty good. Definitely a well-built tool. What's the oldest year I offer? All my Morgan dollar coin rings are over 100 years old. So those are probably the oldest ones. Some of them go back to the 1800s, like 1890s. How am I doing this Sunday? I'm doing good. How long are you live each day? I am not the best at scheduling or planning. I really just kind of hop on here when I have a moment and stay on as long as I can. I've got kids and a wife, so it's really a crapshoot. I'm just not the best at schedules, which is pretty cool because I run my own business, so I don't really have to be working at a specific time. But the best thing I can suggest is just hit the follow button and hope you get notified when I go live. I try to go live at least once a day, but when it happens is anybody's guess. Some days I'll go live 5 times, like if I've got the freedom to do so. It really, it's a crapshoot. What's the process called? Coin ring making? Sure. I like coins. Send me coins. Like this specific one, smoothing the inside. Okay, so this is called a deburring tool. And what I'm doing is removing a lip or a ridge on the inside of the ring just to make it more comfortable. Yeah, this is called a deburring tool. It's mostly used by like plumbers for cleaning up rough pipe, but it works really good for cleaning up the inside of coin rings as well. Yeah, deburring. Do I have a day job or is this my main income? When I started making coin rings, I had another job. That was about 4 years ago. I think I'm just about 1 full year into running my LLC. So yeah, this is my full-time gig. It's what I do for a living. No boss. It's pretty wild. Like, do you make enough from doing this live to live comfortably? It's tricky because a lot of my sales are derived from like social media and like virality. So it's a roller coaster, man. It's up and down, and it's really difficult to predict what's going to do well and when it's going to do well. So it's a lot of rolling with the punches. Like this weekend, I made 150 rings. Last weekend, I made 0. So it's really it's a wild ride, and I'm doing the best I can with it. I'm not living on the street yet, so that's good. And I haven't had to go back to the workforce yet, but I wouldn't say I'm 100% comfortable. Can I see a picture of a New York ring before purchasing? Let me see if I've got one over here. It doesn't look like I have New York coin ring finished at the moment, but by like putting this punch on the quarter, you can kind of see what detail would be on the ring. It's got stars across the top, a little more than the top half, and then you get the Statue of Liberty's torch, New York, 1788, which is the year New York was added to the Union. You also have year 2001 when the quarter was made, and E Pluribus Unum on the bottom. Sorry I don't have one of these finished. I can show you. I made about 3 of them yesterday, and they're all packed up. If you want an Ohio or Pennsylvania, just pick another state and leave a note that you would prefer that state. I'm also missing Oregon and North Carolina. I do have those states. They're just not on the listing. So just pick another state and leave a note. I can also do quarter and half sizes. You'll just need to leave a note for those as well. See if I missed anything. Yes, it is legal. Do I have a 1946 coin? Yes, you'll just need to go through the link on my profile to find those. I should have Walking Liberty half dollars or 90% silver quarters in that year. Super cool. Your thing. Thanks. Alright, we got that one done. Let's start another one. Boom, boom, boom. This one is South Dakota. It's my thing. Yeah, if anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to check out the state quarter coin rings, tap the little shopping bag at the bottom of the screen there. TikTok occasionally just gives people coupons, so if you want to see if you have a coupon, tap that listing, and it should say if you have one or not. And if you have any questions, let me know. This hobby is definitely not mockable. I don't know about that. I've had my fair share of trolls and mockers, Karens. But we do our best to educate and humble around here, you know? Yeah. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, I do also make cowboy hats out of coins. Do you make you and your wife's wedding bands out of these? Not the wedding bands, but I have made her a lot of rings. Almost every time I get a new coin design or variation in, she is the first one to wear it and the first one to steal it from my workbench. She's my biggest fan. I love her to death. Have I ever had a particularly bad experience with customers or had one that wanted to return a ring? One of the biggest complaints I get is from older or elderly folks who have an issue seeing the detail on my rings. Because when I ship them out, they're super shiny. I really, really work hard on polishing my rings and making them really, really shiny. And some of the older people, like the way into the older people who have vision problems, complain that they can't see the details. But I ensure them that they're there, and usually they're not super upset about it. But it's hard to convince them that they're actually the problem, and my product isn't. But most of the time, my customers are really pleased. I don't get a lot of complaints. Occasionally, I'll have a customer who got their ring size by using, I don't know, paper or string or measuring tape, something stupid they learned on the internet, and they'll get their ring and it won't fit. And usually when that happens, I just have them ship it back, have them go to a jewelry store and get sized, and then I'll fix the ring for them. So if you don't know your ring size, go to the jewelry store, get sized there, get a correct ring size, then order, and that'll save us both a lot of trouble. How many do I make in a day? It really changes day to day. Yesterday, I made about 65. Usually it's like 3 or 4. This weekend has been like an extraordinary amount of work I have to do. Usually I don't have to make this many rings, but I'm not complaining. I like making them. I was just very surprised that as soon as I made this listing down here, I sold, I think it's 175 in a day. It was something crazy. They were selling like hotcakes, y'all. It was wild. It's still wild. I'm still not done with it. So yeah, running an online business is definitely like its own experience. How much pain would it be to request a specific year cowboy hat? I can do that. As long as it's like 1965 or later, it shouldn't be a problem. 1964 or earlier is going to be 90% silver, so that would be quite a bit more expensive. But if it's a more recent year, I should be able to do that for you. What year are you looking for? Do I ever get injured? I've had stitches on my finger yesterday. That's what I have in my mind. So far, coin ring making tools have not hurt me. I do have a couple scars from, let's see, where's the other one? These are from really early 3D printers that I cut myself on. But as far as coin rings, I've been pretty safe. I was thinking about asking for 65. That's perfect. Yeah. Just leave a note when you place your order, and I'll get that worked out for you. 65 should work just great. Right, what year is that? This one is South Dakota, and it was made in 2006. If you guys haven't yet, check out the product link down here. It's a little shopping cart. State quarter coin rings. These are all handmade from real quarters. Pick your state, pick your size, and I get to work on it for you. If you need a state that isn't listed, just pick another one and leave a note. Also, if you need half sizes or quarter sizes, just leave a note for me and I can do those as well. Is there any way I can go back and add a year to my order? I didn't think about that for the hat. For pennies, it's a bit trickier because anything after like 1981 is like zinc, and I really don't like working on those. So for pennies, I usually use 1980 or earlier, and I really don't have like that sorted or inventoried, so I can try and get a specific year for you, but it would be more difficult just because I don't really have my pennies sorted in that way, in the way I have my quarters. Can I make bigger than size 11? I can get them up to size 12. If you want 90% silver quarter coin rings, you'll need to go through the link in my TikTok profile. So what I've done is I made these. I got a bunch of these. These are 40 quarters high, and I've got all my state quarters in them. So I got 10 of these sitting in a drawer, 5 states in each one. So it's pretty easy to pick out what I need. Good little sorting trays. I've also got some that are a little shorter, but I like the tall ones. 3D printing's great. If you guys have never gotten into 3D printing, now's the time to do it. Bulk sorting. Oh, I see. I have 2002, but it's not a state year. California was only made for 1 year, and that was 2005. Yeah. So 2005 is the only year they made California quarters. So you can't really pick a state and a year. It just doesn't work like that. What's the scraping do? So if you look at this coin here, on the edge, you can see kind of a raised lip of metal. And when you fold it into a ring, that lip of metal on the inside of the ring is pretty uncomfortable. So I just remove that. It also makes sizing the ring a bit easier. Gotta deburr it. It should be pretty good. Yeah. On to the next one. Do I ever get like metal splinters? No. All the shavings that come off it are pretty dull. So, no splinters, no cuts. That's nice. Do I have any other cool hobbies? Yeah, I have lots of cool hobbies. I'm a super cool and interesting individual. This is just what I do for a living. What do I do with the shavings? So with the copper shavings, I just throw those away. They aren't really worth processing or saving. But 90% silver and fine silver, I do save that and have been experimenting with melting the scraps down into other cool stuff. What state is this? Utah? I mean, this seems to indicate an interesting individual. I think so. I try to stay interesting. I'll live by the Dos Equis motto. Certainly don't know anyone who does this. I know quite a few people who do this, but I went out of my way to look for them. Last time I checked, destroying money was against the law. Have you ever used a penny smashing machine? Six Flags, SeaWorld, museums, water parks. They're all over the country. They have been since about the 1950s. Put 2 quarters in, roll the gears, smash a penny. Get a cool little design on it. It's very similar to this legally. It is illegal to fraudulently alter currency, but that is not what I do. It's a common misconception or misreading of the law. Most people skip the word fraudulently or just don't understand what it means. But an example of a fraudulent alteration would be changing the date on a coin or taking a penny and making it look like a dime and trying to spend it. Any alteration with the intention to deceive someone, that is illegal. But we don't do that here. No deception, no defrauding, just cool ass coin rings. So if you want to get one, tap the little shopping cart down here. It's pretty cool. He's not passing it off as higher value. That's true. I'm not. Make rings and other jewelry? Hell yeah. I think jewelry makers are some of the most interesting people on the planet. And I'm honored that I was able to become one. To take a raw material and make something beautiful out of it it's I don't know, it's an awesome process for the one partaking in it as well as the one who receives it. I think literally transformational. Could you get my state coin? Probably. I've got all 50 states available. If you don't see your state listed down here, just pick another state and add a note telling me which state you would prefer. I know a couple are missing, but I do have all 50 available. Good example is he's not taking $1 bill and bleaching it, making it say 100. That's true. But the laws around coins and bills are different, so you got to be a little careful distinguishing that. So I try to use examples of coins instead of bills because they have different rules. Yeah. Gotta shrink it just a little bit. Really close. Perfection. Size 11. Let's go. Sorry, I had to focus on that for a second. There are those penny machines that make them into an oval shape. Absolutely. That is my favorite example. There's also colorized quarters or coins, if you've ever seen those. That is a legal alteration of currency. Master at work. Thank you very much. Very cool to watch. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Get time. Look at my pictures. Yeah, I'll check out your work, man. Gave you a follow. So I'll check it out. On to the next one. It's going to be North Carolina. Size 11. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit the follow button. Do it now. Do I do anything with silver coins? Yes, you'll just need to go through the link on my TikTok profile to find those. TikTok's a little weird about selling silver, so I have to do that on my own shop. Looks awesome. Thank you very much. What are some of the other hobbies like me? I like to collect knives and play tuba. I like to play guitar. I'm a really big fan of Rocksmith. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. It's like Guitar Hero, but you plug in a real guitar. Huge fan of it. I also do some 3D printing. which is pretty cool. So do your rings out of gold dollar coins? I don't. The metal alloy used in the like Sacagawea or presidential gold dollars, it's not real gold. It's about 5 different metals, and I'm worried that people would have a negative reaction to them because they're kind of, it's just a weird alloy. So far I've laid off on adding those because I don't want people to wear them with direct skin contact. What's my favorite song to play? The Pixies. Where is my mind? It's a good one. I also like playing Short People by Randy Newman. It's a fun song. Will we get a chance to see how you flip the coin into a ring shape? Yeah, I have 2 more that are already pre-folded. After I finish those, we're going to run through the whole process because a couple orders have come in on this live, so we'll work on those. But I've got to get these done. They were ordered on Friday, and it's the last 3 of 175. Been a lot of work. Welcome back, Splash. Also, if you go to my profile and watch pretty much any of my videos, you can see the process of how they're made. How did I learn to do this? It was a lot of YouTube video watching, a lot of just experimentation and trying different things, seeing what works and what doesn't, and directly reaching out to people who have done this for a long time. So I went and I found the masters and I asked them questions. Thanks for the confetti. Y'all are too kind dropping them gifts. Thank you very much. It was pretty cool. Marvelous confetti. It goes hard. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. What's the oldest coin that I have worked with? It's probably going to be a Morgan dollar. I've had some of those that go back to the 1800s. Like 1898 is the oldest one I can think of that I know I've done. But I may have done something a little older than that. What are we making? We are making quarters into rings, specifically state quarters. I have all 50 states available. If you want to check them out, tap the little shopping cart down here. Pick your state, pick your size. I'll get to work on it for you. If you don't see the state you're looking for, a couple are missing, just pick another state and leave a note. Say, I'd want Ohio or something else. Also, if you need a half size or a quarter size, just leave a note with your order, and we'll get that going for you. Are pennies too small? Kind of. I'm experimenting with pennies at the moment. They aren't quite to the point where I'm happy offering them to my customers, but I am toying with them. They are much more difficult. So the failure rate on pennies is like through the roof. There's just more things that go wrong with them. They're tricky to work on. It's hard to get one to come out looking good that isn't like super tiny. Do I do commission coins? Yeah, there's a button on my TikTok profile that says get a quote. Just tap on that. Tell me a little bit about your coin. That's how I handle custom orders, is through that button. So just tell me about your coin and I'll get back to you. Another North Carolina. This one's going to be a size 7. Are we in the shot? Perfect. Really nice shape. What made me decide to do TikTok? Another one of my coin ring making buddies, his name is Marcel. He lives in Germany and he makes coin rings as well. And I had seen that he was on TikTok, and I thought it was just like dancing and like music and stuff. I didn't really think there was a place for me on here, but I was like, heck, Marcel's doing it. His business is called Coin Ring Factory Czar. He makes some really, really cool stuff. But yeah, he was on TikTok before me, and he encouraged me to give it a shot. And it's, I can't thank him enough because it changed my life. I guess I don't do anything over size 11. I can get up to size 12 with quarters. You'll just need to leave a note on your order. I also have larger coin rings available through the link on my profile. So it's not just quarters. I have like half dollars and dollars through that link if you want something larger. Good questions today, guys. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Tap the screen if you're enjoying the live. We've got 4,600 likes on this live. I'm coming in on the tail end of a ridiculous amount of TikTok orders, 175. We are working on the second to last one. I'll be so excited when I'm done. Splash is running around watching me. Heck yeah. She's cute. Cute little turtle. Getting it. Love the sound. Well, I'll shut up and just let you listen to it for a little bit. Not me, I can't stand it. Okay. Well, we're done, Alice. Done with that one. Gotta shrink her up a little bit. New category of ASMR. I've done a couple TikTok lives where I just come on here and don't say anything the whole time. I just let the tools speak. Those are pretty fun. But I do feel bad not answering people's questions. But I can see the appeal of coin ring ASMR for sure. Last one of the bunch, guys. Got to be a Georgia size 9. Title 18, Chapter 17 of the U.S. Code. Prison fines for defacing currency. Okay. Nice to meet you too, Death 007. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm not sure if this is a question, statement, or just a misquoting of a legal statute. But whatever it is, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching, interacting with my video. How did I make my workbench? My wife found this at an estate sale. She got it for 20 bucks, and it's huge. Like, I had trouble loading it up in the truck, but we got it in here. And there's got to be like $200 worth of wood just in this work table. She got it for 20 bucks. Giveaway? Nope, no giveaways. I love custom metalwork. Awesome business idea. What's my queue looking like? I've been pretty busy this weekend, but we're coming up on the tail end of it. Most of the time, my customers get their order within about a week. Not quite Amazon, but I try my best. Estate sales are interesting places to go. I swear you can find anything given enough time. I like buying secondhand stuff. Like, I am not picky. I will use someone else's crap if I can find a purpose for it. Order status queue. I have Alaska 1 from you here soon. Give us a follow. Okay. I think they will be great gifts. Yeah, they do. They're pretty cute gifts. I've got to agree with you there. Very unique. Not something you're going to find at the gas station or Wally World, that's for sure. Now, Larry got all his within 4 to 6 days, so under a week. That's good. Yeah, David, they're on the way, man. Thanks for your order again. I appreciate it. I think you guys are going to like them a lot. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you guys haven't yet, tap the little shopping cart down here. Give it a look. Make state quarters into rings. Got them in a variety of sizes, and all 50 states are available. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, it's my full-time gig. I'm very dedicated to making coin rings for you guys, so I like having happy customers. So I work fast. How many got into the flash sale the other day? 175. This is most of the effects of the flash sale. It's madness. Yeah. So I might just take a full day off this week once I get caught up and not make any rings. I think I earned it. I've been grinding my butt off this weekend. Heck yeah. Yeah, dude, I was slammed. How long am I planning on going live for today? As long as I can. Hopefully another hour. I might actually have to hop off. Yeah, every state's available. If you don't see your state by tapping the shopping cart down here, there's a couple that are missing on that listing. I do have all 50 states though, so if you're looking for any of the missing states, I know North Carolina is one of them, Oregon as well. Just pick another state and leave a note saying, Oregon, please. Also, Maine, yeah, Maine is missing too. So just pick I don't know, Texas or Florida or something, and add a note that you want Maine, and we can do that for you. Your name is not Ron Swanson. There's no way. Isn't it illegal to deface U.S. coins? Only if it's done fraudulently. So that's like taking a penny and making it look like a dime and trying to spend it. Trying to deceive someone with your alteration, changing the date or something. That's illegal. But making jewelry out of coins is not. What's my favorite TV show? I'm a really big fan of Arrested Development. I could probably rewatch that 100 times and never get sick of it. It's a pretty good show. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely top 10. Is that 5 times today? 5 times? Ooh. Yeah. They keep me on my toes, Larry. I'm gonna keep on educating them. I'll keep teaching. Can you choose the year shown on the quarter? So for this particular listing, you can pick the state. If you want to pick the year, you'll need to order through the link in my profile. I don't have pick your year listing here on TikTok yet. What does the side that doesn't have coin grooves in it look like? It says $quarter on the inside, as well as United States of America. And then the outside has the year it was made and the state, as well as each state quarter has its own individual design. 45 years, and I've seen many pieces made out of coins. Heck yeah. They made items out of coins for hundreds of years, and I know I've been selling antiques. Yeah. It's not a new practice. It's actually, I think, like one of the oldest forms of jewelry. I'm pretty sure as soon as they made coins, somebody started making like earrings and necklaces out of them immediately. So coin jewelry is very ancient. Are 1 ounce rings hard to make? They're hard to make well. Because usually the 1 ounce ones are fine silver, so it's really soft. So it's very difficult to preserve the detail while you're manipulating the coin into a ring. I've gotten pretty good at it, but I've seen other people, and I'm not talking shit or anything, it's hard to do and get a good result. They used to take gold coins and make them into jewelry for gypsies. Yep, that's true. Georgia size 9. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. What do I do with the shavings? For the copper shavings, I just throw those away. They aren't really worth saving or processing, but 90% silver, fine silver. Those scraps I save for a rainy day to melt down into fun little bars and stuff. Need some more practice on it, but it is pretty cool to make silver into a liquid. It's honestly very pretty, but tricky to work with. Do I make any silver ones? Yes, you'll just need to go through the link on my TikTok profile to get my silver stuff. Interesting. Not only some interesting jewelry, but some interesting history as well. Hey, I'm here to educate and entertain, as well as provide you with badass coin jewelry. So, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button. Tap the screen a couple times. Check out the shopping cart at the bottom of the screen if you'd like to get yourself a state quarter coin ring. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat. How did I learn to do this? A lot of trial and error and watching YouTube videos and like a lot, like there's thousands of coin ring makers in the world. Like you may not believe it, but there are a lot of them. But most of them are kind of like hermitish, so they don't really, they're hard to find and reach out to, but I went out of my way to reach out to them and ask questions. You know, what works best? How do you do this? How do you avoid this? What makes the most sense here? And honestly, they've been incredibly helpful. So I've tried to do the same for anyone else who's interested in getting into coin rings. I try to be as helpful as I can, because I know it's not the easiest thing to get into, especially if you're doing it on your own. So if anybody wants to get into coin ring making, I do have a recommended tool list on my website, coinringmaker.com, and tutorials on YouTube. YouTube channel is called Coin Ring Maker. All right, guys. We did it. We finished all the flash sale orders. That's crazy. What else do I sell? You can check out my shop by tapping the link in my TikTok profile. There's lots of stuff there. Yeah, spoon rings are dope. Want to buy Virginia 1958. So that would be two different quarters. 1958 is a 90% silver Washington quarter. I also have Virginia in 90% silver or copper clad. Now, these ones down here are copper clad. If you want the 90% silver ones, you'll need to go through the link on my profile. What's the equipment? Where's the link to equipment needed? That is on my main website, coinringmaker.com. There's a button there that says recommended tool list up at the top. Hey, Coin Ring Maker, we could just about put half of these answers on a loop. Yeah, that's true. Were you thinking you'd sell 150 on here? No, I did not. I was happy at 20, but we hit 175, which was nuts. Yeah, I turn coins into rings. I'm Coin Ring Maker. That is what I do. That's my whole niche. All right. So I do think I'm going to hop off of here for a little bit because I've got to pack up some stuff. So hit the follow button. I will try and get back on, if not today, tomorrow. How do you purchase your ring? Visit coinringmaker.com or go to the link in my TikTok profile. You can also tap the shopping cart at the bottom of the screen, but that's just copper clad state quarters. If you want to see everything I offer, the website is buycoinrings.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to catch you next time, and I hope the rest of your day is freaking awesome. Peace.